Hell yeah på bandet. Vinnie Paul in the band studio. Great having you here as well.
Hell yeah! Good to be here.
We're talking about that. It's a real good name, Hell yeah, because you can use it like anytime.
Hey man, it's the most affirmative way of saying yes to anything. It's like they asked me if I want to come to Bandit Rock today. I didn't go, let me think about it. I went, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, if you guys want to go to the Bandit Rock show and see Five Finger Death Punch tomorrow night, hell yeah.
There we go.
You know, if you want to hear some good rock from a band called Hell Yeah, hell yeah. You know?
There we go. And there's a new album coming up, Blood for Blood, in June, actually.
Yep, June 9th, all over Europe, man. We're really excited about it. It's the very best Hell Yeah record we've ever made. It's I think we really finally captured the sound that we've been looking for. We wrote the songs that we've been looking for, and I think the band's really come into its own. So we're excited about this record. We're going to be doing some touring over here, and hopefully you guys will play lots of it, and the people get an earful of hell yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Will you be back here then?
Absolutely, yeah. We're coming over in August, and hopefully we'll be able to hit all the territories. You know, sometimes there's limited places that we can go to due to the booking agents or the finances, but we really think that the record's going to do well over here, and we definitely plan on coming over in August, and hopefully another time or two next year too.
Cool.
And I don't know if that's the dinner bell or what that was, but
barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue bell.
Barbecue bell.
Yeah.
But Vinnie, you've been touring the world several times, even with Pantera as well. How's it these days? I mean, how's the climate?
It's the same. You know, I try to keep the rock and roll lifestyle alive. You know, like to drink, like to party, like to go out to bars, like to jam with bands, go to strip bars when I get a chance. You know, so many bands have kind of turned touring into. They go on stage. When they're done, they go to the back of their bus. They call their girlfriends and play Nintendo. That's so not rock and roll, man.
Yeah.
And it's just not what it was all about, you know. It's so we try to find ways to keep ourselves entertained, and being on the road's a blast, man. You know, I really love it.
Yeah, that's great. You got any favorite territories?
Favorite territories? Australia is awesome, man.
Oh, Australia.
Really,
have you tried the walkabout?
Yeah. The walkabout. And they have lots of shrimp on the barbie, eh?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, lots of that too. Yeah, we'll see. You know, no, Australia's great, man. They have this huge festival down there called Soundwave that just completed this year, and the people are really friendly. It reminds me of Texas. That's the thing I really like about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And of course, playing in Europe, playing in South America, all over North America. You know, Asia's great. You know, they're all great, but. If, like you said, if I had a favorite place, I really like going down there.
Sangre por Sangre is a Spanish name for Blood for Blood, and that's actually the name of the album as well.
Yep, Blood for Blood.
Yeah, Blood for Blood, exactly. But what about the Spanish thing then?
Well, you know, really, I asked Chad, you know, I asked him if there's, you know, what's the significance behind it, and he said nothing, man. He goes, I just like the way it sounded, man. It really, you know, sounded cool. It sounded... brutal and at the same time, you know, sometimes it's cool to be able to say something in a different language other than your native tongue, you know, so that's what it is. I had, you know, questions from Spain. They were all excited, you know, is it because you're next to Mexico from Texas? You know, it's like, no, man, I just like the way it sounded.
It's cool.
You got a lot of. I've read that the first Hell Yeah fan club started in Finland, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah! Thank you,
yeah.
Finland.
How involved are you with the fans?
You know, I love the fans. I mean, you know, they're the reason why we get to do what we do, you know. So anytime I can sign or say hey or do whatever, you know, going to get involved with them as much as possible. Tomorrow night at the Bandit Awards, I'm sure I'll shake a lot of hands and do a lot of shots and make some new friends here in Sweden. So I'm looking forward to that too.
That's going to be great, man. It's great having you in the Band Rock Awards. It's going to be awesome.
I'm glad to be here. You know, just happened to be, I'm on a press tour and that was going. I heard about it and I was like, I got to be at that, man. I've heard nothing but great stuff about it. And my friends from Five Finger Death Punch are going to be playing tomorrow night, which is exciting. And Blackstone Cherry and whatever else you guys got in store for us.
Some Swedish bands as well.
Yeah.
Swedish bands too. Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
When you started with Pantera, for example, you started as a sleazy band, if you know what I mean.
We were, you know, when you're talking about from the very inception, we were a cover band when we started. You know, we were played 4 or 5 sets a night, 5 or 6 nights a week. We did everything from Van Halen to Judas Priest to Motley Crue to you name it. You know, we were just the best cover band in the world, you know. And then we started writing our own songs, and then we put out our first independent record, Metal Magic, and we started building our following, you know, and it just built from there.
But
awesome.
Because you set a sound for the new metal sound as well.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time? Because like, we're going to sound like this.
Well,
and everyone was like, we're going to sound like Pantera.
You know, it was around the end of '88 we put out power metal. And, you know, we were always working on our image, you know. It was still back when hair bands were part of rock and roll, you know, spandex, leather. And when we put out power metal, we kind of almost went to a Judas Priest look. It was all leather and spikes and all that. And after that, we really decided that the image was not important. You know, we wanted to strip that away and really focus on the music. And we wrote the music that we wrote for Cowboys from Hell and ended up getting a record deal. And I think that's really the turning point for the band at that time.
That's great. Because I mean, supposedly you meet a lot of guys, especially younger rock bands these days. It's like we want to sound like Pantera and all that, and Hellyeah, for example, as well.
I can't complain about that, man. You know, emulation is the greatest form of flattery, you know. So, you know, it was a very influential band, and we accomplished a lot of things that metal bands had never done at the time. 1994, we had the first record by a true heavy metal band to ever hit the Billboard top #1 slot.
That was cool.
And, you know, we paved the way, you know, and we always waved the heavy metal flag. You know, so many bands would say that they're alternative or they were, you know, this or that. You know, heavy metal was a pretty uncool word after about 1992. You know, it was like almost like stay away. You know, but it didn't bother us one bit, and our fans were the best ever.
Cool. Gonna play Unbroken.
Let's do it.
Här Pantera på bandet. Hellyeah.